is called the Obagi BluePeel. And again, it's a form of trichloroacetic acid, or what's known as a TCA peel. And it works beautifully well, and that's what we're going to be demonstrating here in a moment. Any questions while we're waiting for the demo to begin?
Yes, I have a question about the product. If your skin is very sensitive, can you use them?
Yeah, the question is, if your skin is very sensitive, can you use the Obagi products? And 99.9% of the time, the answer is yes, because the goal with these products is not just to say, oh, here, buy a product. No, I mean, you first come in and you have a full-blown consultation with Roxanne, and she's going to spend 30, 45 minutes with you going over, evaluating your skin, talking about the system, how each product works, etc. And then she'll recommend what to put you on, and she's going to do follow-up, right? So that she's going to see you back usually in 3 or 4 weeks. We take photos every step of the way, so I mean, we take thousands of photos in the course of a year on everything. We memorialize everything. So she'll be following you intermittently, and then she'll be customizing the system for each individual person.
Is that really all it is, Roxanne? I thought you had so much more when I had it on me.
Oh, like it's so much
little
more?
goes a long way, right?
Yeah. So for the BluePeel, I know there's several people here that have had it. The reason people do BluePeels is for 2 reasons. One is for brown spots. The other one is for skin tightening, for fine lines. Sometimes you get a little crepey skin. The older you get, it's really good for doing collagen stimulation. So how it works is it basically soaks down about 2 to 3 layers of skin. And while it's doing that, she's going to feel a little bit of heat. As it separates that, you feel prickliness, kind of a little bit of pokiness as it's separating that. Then she cools down. She's going to be blue, and normally they leave here blue. But I'm going to take her back to my room when we're done, and we're going to get the blue off, so I won't make her drive home blue. And then basically, you just let it do its thing. The first 2-3 days, you aren't going to know that you've had anything done. Your skin's not going to be red, it's not going to be brown, but then day 3-4 is when it starts to get tight, especially around the mouth. And then it will start to peel about day 5. And it usually cracks around the mouth first and then peels outwards towards your hairline. And so what you have underneath is all brand new skin. So that's kind of how that works. It stimulates collagen to start being produced wherever you put the product. And over the next month or so, you're going to have better results. So I'm going to get started. I do around the eyes. I feather it down onto the neck as well, and that's about it. We're gonna make her blue.
This is officially the first female member of the Blue Man group, and they're coming to town, so she's going to be on stage here. For those of you who know who Blue Man group is, yes, maybe no.
Yes.
I would recommend seeing them if you haven't seen them. I saw them about 12 years ago, and it was really quite an interesting show. I'm going to step away here so Matt can do his videography.
Now, I don't need to worry about anything coming out of my eyebrows with this peel, right? Because they're perfect makeup size.
And I'm just doing a light peel, so we're going to get going over it and several days ago for sure. What I do is I do inside the lid and then I do, so that's why I started there first, so I don't go over your eyebrows. How does it feel?
It's tinglier. And isn't my scar from my thyroid surgery really gotten small compared to what it was?
Yeah, my face is tingling.
So she said her face is tingling right now. It feels a little tingly, which is normal. So you had something coming up again.
Well, I'm going to Eagle's house tonight for dinner and
The most important thing with this peel is to make sure that you stay out of the sun. You know, because if you have dark spots and you're having a peel for the dark spots, they'll come back right away if you go in the sun.
Is this last BluePeel?
If you're on the Baji products,
Which I am.
which she is, I recommend doing it once a year.
Once a year.
So it's getting a little bit warm. Can you feel that on your face? Okay.
You want it on YouTube?
No. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's burning. I mean, I would say it's more than 10. No, it's
So that's basically a BluePeel. So, and what happens next is, you know, she feels, oops, this unplugged. Can somebody plug that in, the fan?
Yeah, I can,
Poor Tiny.
just kind of tight there.
Here, let me pull it closer. Can we pull it closer?
There we go.
There we go. Better?
Here.
oh, I see.
Okay, so what will happen now is, well, it's warm. She feels on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, about a 7. So it gets warm, but as you can see, she's not jumping out of the chair. I have had that happen. Then what happens is it's just going to cool down. So she's going to be on her way down off the mountain. So she's kind of on top of the mountain right now. Now she's going to start cooling down. Takes about a couple minutes to cool down, and that's it. She's done. So she'll notice changes in her skin starting about day 3, 2 or 3. Any questions?
So what is she going to be seeing based on what you've assessed her today and the treatment? What will she start to see in 3 days besides just the peeling? What will her skin start to
Well, she won't be able to see her skin in like 3 days because what's peeling off is what is the dead skin basically. So once it starts to peel off, I would say in about 10 days, she'll really get to see what her results are. Going to be nice, pink, new skin, soft, pores smaller, brown spots gone, and skin tightening. And the skin tightening really kicks in a couple weeks.
So how long is it, let's say she had to go to work, so how long does it take for all that skin to peel off?
Now I did a light peel on her. We can do up to 4 layers of these peels. The deeper you go, the more aggressive it is. But I always tell people, plan on a couple weeks. 10 to, if you go deep, a deeper peel.
Is this 3 layers?
No, this is like a half a layer.
Oh, a half.
Yes, so like for example, when our staff has these done, they actually don't miss any work. They just keep on working. Now, as they're working, they're undergoing that peeling process, and so their skin may look that first week may look a little funky, it may look a little brown and kind of ugly as it's peeling away, but they're able to work. You know, it's not to the same degree as if any of you are familiar with laser resurfacing, using the CO2 laser, that's much more aggressive. When I say aggressive, I mean you're going more deeply into the skin. This isn't laser resurfacing, and it's not going to give those sorts of results either. But not everyone's different. Some people don't want to go under anesthesia. Laser resurfacing, there's definitely a good solid 7 to 10 days of absolute downtime where you're not going to be out and about. This, you can be out and about right away.